Hello, welcome to my channel. I am the work wife. My name is Rachel, and happy weekend. This doesn't distract me too much. But anyway, I am a workplace coach, but today's video is actually going to be about something more general. It has to do with mindset and how to deal with someone telling you to be realistic, and how perception becomes reality. So, to dive right into this, why is it that when someone tells you to be realistic, it usually means something negative? Like when you tell someone, oh, I'm going to buy a new house, or I'm going to get that dream job, or, whatever the dream or plan or goal might be, or I'm going to lose weight by such and such a time, or you're going to go on that great vacation in a matter of months. And someone tells you to be realistic. What does that really mean? Why is it when you say to someone, be realistic, it never is affirming or confirming the goals or dreams that they have for themselves? It usually means they're telling them, face your reality, be real. You can't accomplish that. That's really what they mean. Hold your horses. That's really old. But you get the gist, right? When someone's usually telling you to be realistic, they're not affirming or saying to you, yeah, girl, you're going to get that house in 6 months. Be realistic. In fact, be realistic. You're going to get that house in 2 months, not 6 months. You're going to get that dream job next week, not 5 years from now. Why is that? Because it has to do with their reality. It has to do with their perception of their reality that they're projecting onto you. And it may be conscious or unconscious. I'm not necessarily painting these people as evil or having ill intent or wishing you ill or whatever, or being overtly jealous of what you're saying. But it never means something good when someone tells you to be realistic. And this is something often that we've even heard as children when we talk about our goals and dreams. Say, I want to be an astronaut one day, and you have a parent or someone telling you be realistic. You hate science, or you're bad in math. These are the things that subconsciously we start believing if we've heard it long enough. And that's how we begin to doubt ourselves and the things that we aspire to have or do. Because we start hearing that little voice, who was someone else's voice years ago, telling you couldn't do or you shouldn't dream. And then be realistic now is associated with, yeah, you're right, I can't accomplish that. Or you're right, I'm being too ambitious, or, it's a pipe dream, right? Me in a house, or me in that dream job, or me traveling the world. No, absolutely not. So, again, perception becomes reality. How are you going to perceive that statement now? Are you going to do what I just said and say, yeah, you're right? I don't know what I'm thinking. Or are you going to perceive that statement as, yeah, they must be going through something, or let me have compassion for this person because they are not where they are, where they want to be in their lives. And now they're projecting that onto me for whatever reason. Don't get too deeply into it, because you're not trying to psychoanalyze people, and it doesn't even matter. You can only deal with your perception of what they're saying, how they're behaving, and your perception of your own goals. If you have strong faith in what you want to do and what you want to achieve, nothing that anyone tells you, no matter how well-meaning it might be, derails you. So your perception, you can perceive it two ways. The first way, which is like, yeah, you're right, I don't know what I'm thinking. Or kind of another response is to get mad at them and get, say, oh, they're not a friend at all, blah, blah, blah. But then you're still simmering in that anger, and then you still, in a way, have been derailed because you've been triggered in some way by what they say. So you may not necessarily agree and say you're right, but you may just spend the whole day being angry that they said it in the first place. Is that helpful either? No. The other way to perceive that statement is that, as I said, they're projecting onto you. It has nothing to do with you. You're still committed to your goals. And you say, either you shrug off their comment, just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, my reality may be different from yours. I don't understand be realistic. What does that mean? Are you saying I can't accomplish that? You could ask them. Or you could just go like, yeah, and just ignore it. And know internally, well, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. I'm still going to go for that house. I'm still going to go for that trip. I'm going to still be committed to my goals no matter what they say. No one is going to derail me from focusing on what I want for myself. That's the perception of my reality, because my reality contains those dreams, those goals. And no one else's reality will push into mine and affect the way I feel about myself. So that's what I mean by perception becoming reality. And I know there's some debate about this, and people have a hard time with this concept because they say, well, there's certain things that are just real, and they can't be debated. The sky is blue. Well, for some people it's not blue. Some people it's, purple. The shade of violet. Sometimes the sky is pink. With the sunset, sometimes the sky is outright orange. Hues of orange and red. It's not blue at all. So your perception of the sky also depends on what time you're looking at the sky, where in the world you are looking at the sky, what time it is. And the same goes for your mindset. Perception becomes your reality. And as long as you stay on path and see any kind of obstacle that comes up, whether it's a person telling you to be realistic or something genuinely happens, like you're going for that house and maybe financing falls through. Again, you could see that event as, oh, it's over. Everything's ruined. Or you're going for a job or a big project. You're pitching something and it didn't work. You can say, well, it's all over. It's done. Me trying to have my own business, it's a done deal. I don't know why I had this dream in the first place. It's ruined. Or you could say, this is literally a bump in the road. It is disappointing. It is upsetting. I'm going to feel the feelings, and then I'm going to get back on track. I'm not going to get out of the car and stare at the bump and go, why are you there? Instead, I'm going to go, oh, that sucked. And you're going to get back in your car, and you're going to keep going to your destination. That is how perception, the way you view things, becomes your reality. So I hope this has helped. Again, it didn't necessarily have to do with the workplace, but I'm going to start touching on these overall mindset topics to kind of shift away from seeing events, in terms of if you're in a toxic workplace, instead of just constantly seeing as toxic, maybe there's a way this can work out for me. Somehow, some way this is going to work out for me, despite what I'm perceiving with my eyes or hearing with my ears, and say, you know what, I'm still going to keep on, because nothing's going to stop me from getting, going for my goals. So if you like this content, feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe. And again, feel free to message me on Instagram if you've got a difficult situation that you're trying to work through, or you need that boost for your own mindset shift. And I'd love to hear your story. So until next time, stay cool, stay centered, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.